Are you ready? I love quick and easy breakfast, and being able to have these in the fridge ready to go every single day is super helpful because I get up early and really I don't have a lot of time for breakfast. So having this easy, my kind of breakfast. We use old-fashioned rolled oats, and in each mason jar I'll use half a cup. You can use any size of mason jar. Sometimes if I like to add a little extra, I'll use kind of these squatty ones. But these work also if you use the right amount of like serving sizes. Otherwise they kind of overflow.
Yeah, it's real close to the top.
Also, chia seeds are a fantastic filler. They're a great source of fiber and protein. There's a lot of really great health benefits with using chia seeds. I have a real problem with the bag they come in, so I usually just put mine in a Tupperware container, and I'll use 2 teaspoons of chia seeds in each deal, and they kind of like...
You're fantastic at that.
Tell your friends. So Lucas doesn't like extra in his oats. For sweetener, he loves just regular honey. So some people could probably use a measuring spoon, if you will. I will just come through once the little honey bear gets down, and I'll just do like a little squeeze, which is probably the equivalent of a half a teaspoon, I would say.
I would love like 3 teaspoons, but that's not that great for me.
I also don't like to put the honey in the teaspoon because it's sticky.
And you never can get it out. That's where your tongue comes in.
So Lucas's are actually done. Aside from the milk, we use unsweetened vanilla. It gives it a little bit of an extra flavor, and we only use half a cup.
And if you've ever read the back of the almond milk, you realize that it's got about 1/3 of the calories as regular milk.
If you use the right amount, it gets right up to the top of the rim.
What happens when you add all your stuff in it?
You don't like all the stuff.
I don't like all the stuff, but when you add it in yours, it's going to go over the top.
I make a mess.
Oh, you got the big jars, yeah.
So I'll usually shake it up a little so the chia seeds move around. I love PB
everything.
Fit. I do love everything. I love food. I also love flavor, and my biggest weakness is probably peanut butter. And if I can add peanut butter to anything, I'm going to. And what's great is that if you were to use the serving size, the calories is 2 tablespoons for 70 calories. I probably use half a tablespoon in each thing of oats just to give it a little bit of flavor. With the PB Fit and the cinnamon, those are 2 items that I also mix in with my protein shakes. So these are things that we buy in bulk. We get these at Costco. I like the cinnamon because I think it just gives it a little bit of extra flavor, and I just use like 1/4 of a teaspoon. Your choice of sweeteners. Some people like to use maple syrup. My husband likes the honey. You can also use agave. And I didn't really know a whole lot about this allulose. It's a 0-calorie liquid sweetener. I picked this up at Costco thinking it would work like honey because it doesn't have any calories at all. And I'm a fan of things that have less calories. I don't quite know how that works, but it has no sugars either, which is great. They say it's calorie-free, it tastes like sugar, and it's perfect for people that maybe are diabetic. You're trying to find something to sweeten things up a little bit. You can try this out. And you really don't need a lot because it is sweet. I've been using it in my oats, and I will probably put in, we're gonna go with a teaspoon. This one I will measure because it kind of gets a little out of control. I did go picking blackberries over the weekend, and so I don't normally put fruit in my oats, but we're gonna do this anyway and just see what happens. I'm only gonna use a handful in the ones that I can shake up. Some people use strawberries, some like raspberries. I don't really think it matters. You don't even have to use fruit. I'm only gonna put the fruit in a couple because I may not like it that way.
I would love all them blackberries in a cobbler with some ice cream, but well, you know, it's a totally different direction.
Apparently,
you half a cup. You gotta go slow.
I know how to pour milk.
You gotta go slow, or it's gonna fling that cinnamon everywhere.
Have you ever milked anything?
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
You can't put that in there. When I was a kid, we had goats.
like your own personal shake weight. Once you have your lids on, you can just pop these guys in the fridge. You can write on the top so y'all don't get confused with whose is whose.
Super easy. She makes them all the time. I love it that she makes them so I don't have to. And it's that carb in the morning that gives you energy, gets you going. Got the protein with the chia seed. It's so simple. I love it. And I love it that she does it and not me.
True story. And look how cute they are.